Hello everyone, JRDeal96 here with a brand new unboxing, and as you could tell by the title, it's a wrestling related unboxing, but it's something I didn't plan ahead. It was just like one of those random, things I come across at 3 a.m. with zero sleep because I'm a night owl these days. And I came across this guy on YouTube called Wick Belts. I think that's the name of the channel. He had a YouTube short. Like, it's always in my algorithm is really fun to see sometimes. And he was unboxing a title belt from this website called Fandu or Fandu. I don't know what the real pronunciation for the site is, but I'll call it Fandu because it sounds like FanDuel, Fandu does make championship belts. They make, I guess, in a sense, replica belts in a way. They make the big gold. They make the NWA Globe. They make the Bob Backlund style championship. They make the Classic World Tag Team titles and the Andre title. And he was unboxing a variant of the big gold. It was like the Luxe version, which is like $800, and I'm like, holy Christ, that looks amazing. But obviously, I'm like, I ain't getting that. So I went on their website to see what they had. And this one belt in particular, as you can tell by the title, I just couldn't help but be admired by. Like, it looked so cool. So, as you could tell, I got the antique version of the title, of the big gold belt. And you're probably thinking, you already have a big gold, don't you? Yes, I do, but this was WWE shop replica title with very, I'm not saying that the replicas are terrible. No, they're not. They're really good. But, the only issue I had with this title is how stiff this quote-unquote leather is. Leather, is. God, I can't speak for a second. My brain was starting to turn there. But, I got this back in February of last year for a good discount. It was on sale. But now I look online now, it's like $420 something now. $430 or something, I got around $260. Not bad. But anyways, let's get to the unboxing. But I'm gonna, applaud, how quick this was. I ordered this on Sunday, Mother's Day, at the time of recording this. I ordered this on Mother's Day, and at around 6 p.m. my time. And literally 6 hours later, I get an email from them again saying, it shipped. And I'm like, oh shit, that was fast. But then I'm like, okay. Then I realized maybe different time zones, and I'm like, where is it coming from? And of course, it comes from somewhere in China. So I was like, so most likely when I ordered this, it was probably morning for them, early morning for them. So by the time they, got the order and shipped it, it was probably like late morning for them. So well, here is the box, and it's a pretty heavy box. Like, I did hear how heavy they are, so they're pretty heavy. But I got a couple things from it. So we'll start with this big thing right here. I had to get one of these because since I have barely any room in this room right here, I might as well get myself a little carrying bag. I got here is a carrying bag, and it has the Fandu Belts logo on it, and it has this the shape of the big gold main plate, as you could see. Fandu Belts. If you want to check out what else they have on there, I highly recommend it because some of their stuff they have is pretty cool looking, in my honest opinion. Yeah, they could be pretty pricey, but I think it's probably worth it in the end. I did order another thing too. At first, I ordered like a thing to hang on the wall with, like the clip-on, with the the snaps. But I don't know. I didn't see it in here so far. I don't know where it is. But I want to point it out. I opened the box prior to this because I wanted to see what was in here. But I noticed this little mini Ziploc, and it has 2 extra screws and a couple, little gems, red and clear gems in here. So like, I'm assuming it's for the ones on the crown on the title. So that's probably what they are for. But oh man, here we go. This guy, my God, it's a lot heavier. Holy crap, this one is a lot heavier than the other title that I have. And a lot of bubble wrapping too, so they had to wrap this motherfucker up with so much. Oh my God, there's a huge difference already. Also, the weight. It's approximately 7 pounds, but here it is. I'm gonna have to do this pretty interesting thumbnail for it. Oh, okay. Like, it came onto the title. There it is. Here's the thing you hang on the wall with. It was on the snaps on the end of the belt. It was on the straps. It was like right here. So I was like, where is it? I'm like, I don't see it. And then I open it. I'm like, there it is. It's like peekaboo. Here I am. But anyways, let's do like a quick reveal. I'm gonna edit the hell out of this video, but here is the Fandu Big Gold Antique World Heavyweight Championship belt. And the reason why I like the antique look of it is because of it feels like very, like it's been used and has been on TV for like many years. It has like that worn out look. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I hope you understand what I mean by that, but you know, but another thing too I liked was the white strap that it's on. You know? But, you know, the only difference between this version of the Big Gold and the WWE version is that the WWE logo would have been up here. And, you know, stuff like that. But because technically the Big Gold wasn't a WWE creation, it was an NWA and WCW before, you know, WWE bought WCW out. So, you know, that's the reason why I'm like, you know, yeah, it makes sense. And it's the reason why I consider the Big Gold my favorite championship of all time, because it's the simplicity of the look of the design of the title. That's why I like it. But, you know, a big difference with this version of the Big Gold is how thick the plates are. They're 8 millimeters thick. Like, look at how thick the side plates and the main plate is. And another thing too, the main plate is a lot more curved. Like, kind of like how it was on TV compared to the replica, the WWE replica. I'm gonna, do a comparison of both in a second. But, it's pretty much the same design as, there's a lot more details. Look at this. Look how amazing. And yes, as you could tell, I did get my name somewhat put on there. The only issue is that it's up to like 8 characters. You can only do 8 characters on this particular, custom plate. That's why I ordered a, as they call it, a trophy, nameplate to put on the title. So I can, put my full name on there. But I felt like, deal was enough, because why not, right? And they also said no numbers, so I couldn't do JR Deal 96. So I felt like, deal was enough. I am the world heavyweight champion. It's just something about it, This title looks amazing. And also, what I like about it is how flimsy the, leather strap, quote-unquote leather strap is compared to the WWE shop version. Like, the WWE shop version of the replica, of the, the strap, that it's on is very stiff. Stiff as a board, This one is very flimsy. Kind of like how they were on TV. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I wanted from a replica title. just somewhat not too flimsy like this, but I want like it pretty to kind of be a little flimsier, and have some of the title, main plates be a little curved, kind of like on TV, because when you put it over somebody's shoulder, you want it to kind of like wrap around the shoulder of the wrestler who's holding it on their shoulder. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I want a title to be. But, you could tell, look at all the gems, look at all the detailing. Like, it's a lot more, it has like a more of a 3D-esque look to it. It's like, it pops more. It's more like 3D compared to like the, WWE shop version of the replica of the Big Gold. So let me quickly, do something here. What I like about it is like it's more flimsier, the strap. I've said this a lot, but I can't help but say it over and over again, because when I saw like some other people's reviews of it, like Bauer 85, I saw, and him and his buddies were literally praising the hell out of the look of the titles. And they I know Chris Van Vliet, he has done giveaways with this, with them, Fandu, so they couldn't help but harp the praise train for them. And I do know that WWE at the time of me recording this yesterday, I believe, just revealed a new replica title for them to sell on their website. It's the Crumb line, I think that's what it's called, version of the Big Gold. It's pretty much like the WCW version they had on there, but it's more like a dual plated one, like how Fandu has, because Fandu has like another variation of the Big Gold, like a dual plated. So you know what I mean? But I just found that funny. But anyways, let me compare the WWE shop version of the Big Gold. Of the, and you could tell, like, the leather is not as flimsy, the fake synthetic leather that they, claim is real leather, and it's not. And also the main plate is not curved. It's not that curved. It's flat. I will say that the Fandu is the main plate on the Fandu is probably slightly smaller. I don't know. Yeah, it looks slightly smaller. What about the side plate? They kind of look roughly around the same size. I don't know, but you could see that there's a big difference between the Big Gold. But like, let's say if I wanted to like hang this up, it's very flimsy and it's heavy. Like, the plates are so heavy that the leather can't support it. That's probably why WWE does make their leather straps so stiff, because like, let's say if people want to display it on in a display case or something like that, if they wanted to do that, then they don't want to give like something like a flimsy ass strap like this for them to display it on. And I do know that the Fandu also sells stands for them, besides like the thing you can hang it on a wall with. But in general, that's really it. But I want to create the thumbnail for this. Okay, thumbnail done. Hopefully, you can tell the screws are slightly different compared to the WWE version. But let me do the test of putting it around my waist. Look at that. I kind of got it after, I had to like turn it around in order to get it down, right, patent it, But still, it's kind of like flops down. But I can feel the weight of the title around my waist compared to like the WWE version. And you could tell the difference in the size of the plates. Maybe it's probably the same size, but yeah, I don't think it's the same size. I think it's slightly smaller compared to like the big gold, the WWE version. It could be the same size because this one is slightly more, curved in compared to the WWE version. So I don't know. But yeah, you could tell with the WWE version of the big gold, it's a 2mm plates. The plates are 2mm thick. Well, compared to this, it's 8mm. But overall thoughts on Fandu? On Fandu's version of the big gold title, the World Heavyweight title. I think they did a phenomenal. They do a great job, and it came out really nice. The title is really nice. This is why I consider this one of my favorite world titles of all time in pro wrestling. And I know it's not a WWE creation, but I don't care. Like, it's an iconic title. Like, iconic, wrestlers over the years have held this. I think this was introduced in 1986 by Ric Flair. The Nature Boy. Woo! Him. He was the one, I think, who introduced it on WCW TV or Jim Crockett TV. It was, I think, at the time. Was it around the time when Ted Turner bought it? I'm not sure. It was 1986, I think, when they introduced the big gold title on TV. But I do know Ric Flair wouldn't hold it, he would wear it around his waist occasionally when he came to the ring maybe, but most times, I'm pretty sure he would, carry it around in a specific way. Kind of like underneath his arm, he would carry it. That kind of thing. So, well, yeah, I do love the nameplate. The look of the nameplate, and how thick the plate is. Look, I don't know if you could tell, how thick the plate itself, the nameplate itself is, compared to, WWE's version of it, like the one I bought. I bought this on WrestlingSuperstar.com, maybe a couple weeks after I bought it. I don't know if you noticed, but, I have gotten my full name on this nameplate. With the, the lettering that, they use on this specific championship belt, I got the, exact lettering that, they would use in WWE's, version of the title. Speaking of WWE, I do know, probably by the time you see this, we have a brand new World Heavyweight Champion. Because back in April, they have announced they were going to bring in a new World Heavyweight Championship. Because Roman Reigns has held the title for over 1,000 days, and he's now part-time, and he's most likely going to be moving on to Hollywood, and they're never going to drop the title off of him, most likely. He's unbeatable. Going back to the, WWE's new World Heavyweight title, I have had thoughts about maybe getting it. I don't know, because I personally loved it. I love it. I personally love it. I love, it's a nice change of pace compared to the copy-paste era that they have been in since 2014 with Orange Copper, Orange County, whatever the hell they get their titles made. Instead of just, going into Microsoft Paint, painting over the other leather and just calling it a day. That era. I'm not saying that, the WWE World Heavyweight title they introduced in 2014, I liked it. I thought, the network logo made it a lot better compared to the scratch logo they had in 2013. But when they introduced the Universal version, I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, whatever. I guess they just couldn't have enough, they didn't have enough time to be more creative. So, but, now it's blue because it's on SmackDown and stuff. It's been blue since 2019. you know, but overall I'm like, you know, yeah, I could feel the weight on this belt. But, you know, I think that's what most belts should be, you know? Like, I've heard that the undisputed title, I think, was around 12 pounds or like 17 pounds. The undisputed title that they introduced in 2002 from 2005, I've heard it was like almost close to 20 pounds. And I think the spinner belt, I think, was like 30 pounds. I'm like, imagine trying to carry that around, you know? And this is 7. I can only imagine. I think this is probably close to 4. This is a nice looking title belt. I don't know why I went with the white strap, because I thought it looked like a cool what if, like, because I know over the years in wrestling, you know, you had like, you know, Ultimate Warrior, you know, come out with different colored straps when he had I think when he had the Intercontinental title and also when he had the WWE title. With the WWE shop version, it had a red backing, like crocodile, alligators, you know, look to it on the back. You know what I mean? Like, and they do have that option on, you know, on Fandu, you know? But I wanted to be more simplistic, because I might buy, like, if I get sick and tired of seeing it in the white strap, I might as well buy like a black strap, you know, just a plain black strap, not a black with a red backing. I do know they also sell real leather ones and tooled ones. It's kind of like with the WWE version. If you could tell, if you look at the strap itself, you could see, you know, shapes on it. That's what I mean by tooled. You know what I mean? But in general, overall thoughts on Fandu's Big Gold Antique World Heavyweight Championship title belt. It is beautiful. I can't help but praise it enough. I can't praise it. I would have to write a whole novel to praise the hell out of this title, because I love it's curved. The main plate's curved. The plates are thicker, and the strap itself is a lot flimsier, kind of like how it is on TV when you watch like Monday Night Raw. I was rewatching some of the old clips on Monday Night Raw from like 04 and 05, and seeing that title, you know, leather strap like being so flimsy. I'm like, why can't my replica be like that? You know. But you know, I really enjoy this. I really, really do. Like, you know, I might buy, like, they do have like what they call the desktop edition. Not that mini. It's like a somewhat of a mini version of the Big Gold. I could probably like display it up here if I wanted to, but we'll see. And I also did say like I might get like a black strap for this if I decide to if I got tired of the white strap that I have. And that will be a process to, you know, take off, because there are screws on here, and luckily, you know, they did, you know, supply me with gems, extra gems for the crown, and 2 extra screws. So I got to keep this just in case if I lose like a screw or a gem falls off, you know, that type of thing. So I did say, you know, overall, I really love this title belt. This title belt is really nice. So to recap, we got this bag to keep it in, to put it in, because most likely I'm not going to have it on the display for a while. I might use it because I've been thinking about making a new character for my YouTube channel, like some world champion character. I don't know. Just some dumb idea that most likely it's never going to go anywhere, because I'm probably never going to use them again. And I also got this hanger thing, if I ever decide to hang the title up on my wall somewhere. And I got this title belt with a custom nameplate on it. of my last name, Diehl. Deal, you know, and I like the fact that the deal pops out more compared to like the nameplate on my other title because it's more it's engraved. I feel like they just forever glued the letters on and called it a day. Let it dry for an hour or so, and then you just shipped it. But I was really impressed with how fast it shipped. I wasn't anticipating it this early, and ironically, it was supposed to be delivered on May 19th. If any wrestling fan knows what May 19th means, I applaud you, because that was a nightmare for me as a kid. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Kane's movie See No Evil came out, and WWE decided to put a little storyline with revolving around the release date of See No Evil being the day that Kane had that tragic event happen to him when he survived that burning fire that disfigured him when he came back, when he debuted with the mask on. May 19th. Because, you know, that dumb shit. And they had the doppelganger, somebody dressed up as Kane, masked Kane. I think it was the future Luke Gallows. I think Luke Gallows was the one who dressed up as Kane, as, you know, the masked version of Kane. You know, that type of thing was that dumb storyline, but whatever. But anyways, overall, that's really it, I think, on this unboxing from Fandu. I don't know if I'll buy more from Fandu, but I think this will do for now, for sure. Like, you know what I mean? It's really nice. I really like the antique look to it, like it's been used for years. It feels more like, it has like that more like copper look to it, like a penny. It looks more like copper. But I do know they did, I don't know if they do, but I've looked on their Instagram. They had like a copper version of the antique. Like it was copper colored. And not like somewhat goldish brown like this. It has more of like a gold tint to it, this version, compared to like, you know, the copper one. I don't know. But man, does this title look beautiful. Anyways, that's really it on this unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Be sure to ring that bell to be part of the notification squad. Be sure to check out my Instagram because I make collabs and Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, even myself. Irish Activistic Cosplays on there, so go check it out. And be sure to check out my Tumblr and my Discord in the description as well. So until next time, JRDeal96 signing out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.